94, their nose guard is a really, really good player. He held the point. We weren't able to get the same movement that we normally get, and they forced us to hand the ball off a bunch and limited the space that we had to run the ball. But we're in a game like that. You just got to keep going, keep working at it. And we had some nice drives, just ended up in field goals, not touchdowns.
Yeah, Coach. Edgar Thompson, the Orlando Sentinel. What impressed you about the Mississippi State freshman quarterback in his first start of his career?
Yeah, his toughness. I thought he was very tough. They came in with a good game plan to run the ball. He ran the ball well. He made yards after contact. We had some trouble tackling him. I thought we did a good job of slowing him down there in the second half. But he's a very tough young man and played very physical for him.
Lindsey Goff, Spectrum News, Kentucky. What was the breakdown that led to 4 interceptions on Lamar? That's pretty rare.
Yeah, they're all different. It starts sometimes with protection. We didn't have the same type of protection that we had. We had a few errant throws that the ball sailed and wasn't as accurate as normal. And one go right through a guy's hands. So when you get turnovers like that, it's always the entire offense. It's not one guy or there. You need to have the protection. You need to be where you're supposed to be on the route, and then we need to have an accurate throw and catch the ball. So, but they certainly hurt us.
Tim Sullivan, Courier-Journal. Bobby, how much did the absence of Jair and James Hearns affect your planning and execution today?
Yeah, I thought our guys did a really good job in practice and came out with a great attitude and worked hard on preparing for the game and came out and played extremely hard. I'm going to give the credit to the guys that played in the game and how hard they worked and, how we stuck together and did a good job in the preparation. And like I said, we're right in the ball game. We had our chances to win it. It was a hard-fought game, and we just didn't come out on top.
Michael Zeth from WDRB, Louisville, Kentucky. Lamar, Coach Petrino addressed the interceptions, but what did you see from your end?
Well, that was just bad miscommunication by me. I just say that loss, that's on me. Ain't nobody else. That's it.
Yeah, that's not true. We win together and lose together. Lamar's a great competitor, and obviously he's got big shoulders, and but he worked extremely hard. He competed extremely hard. We're in a position to win the game because of how hard he ran the ball and the touchdowns that he made. And it's all 11 guys. You got to have the right protections. You got to give quarterback space. When you get room and space, it's easy to throw the ball. When you're having to move and see things at the same time, it makes it a lot harder. Lamar usually throws the ball more accurate than a couple of them, but a couple of them were not his fault.
Lamar, what went through your mind as you threw up that pass, the Hail Mary at the end, and as also as it landed as that play went on?
Hopefully one of my teammates catch it.
How about when they deflected it?
I was mad. We just lost the game.
Lindsey Goff, Spectrum News, Kentucky again. Lamar, is this the last time we'll see you in a Cardinals uniform, or do you still have to think about that?
I gotta sit down with my coaches and my family.
Any timetable on when you want to do that?
Probably January or something. I don't know yet.
Any more questions?
Bobby, you talked about how you win as a team, lose as a team, and everybody made mistakes today. When you see a player like Lamar give the effort that he did today, and this has happened this year too. How tough is it to watch that such an effort go?
Yeah, it's what football and sports and athletics are all about. That you prepare really hard, you go out on the field and you compete extremely hard, and you do everything you possibly can to win the game. We're humans. We make mistakes. Hopefully you don't make make that many that you don't win. But like I said, is that I really felt like the offense was competing extremely hard. They kept working at it, and we're right in the game versus a really good football team. Defense came back in the second quarter and the second half and got some great stops. Even the last drive, they were able to get a stop on fourth down, get the offense the ball back, and we really believed that we would take it and go score. Just didn't happen. That's what college athletics and sports is all about, and you have to deal with the lessons, the education. We always win or we get educated. So we just have to learn from it. I can tell you this though, this team prepared really well. They represented the university great in everything that we did up here at the bowl game. I'm really proud of them. We had great leadership from within the team. It's really hard to see some of them leave. Reggie stood there and shook everybody's hand as they came in the locker room. There's some special guys.
Howie Lindsay, 790 KRD. What did you expect Mississippi State to blitz that much, and what did you do to try to counteract that?
Yeah, I didn't think they blitzed as much as I was expecting. They mixed it up a little bit, but they started off playing pretty base, and they added to it a little bit. They've been a situation blitz team, and they continued to do that. But they didn't really do anything that we didn't practice for or prepare for. Including the fourth down when Lamar got the fourth down conversion there late in the game when you're sitting there on the sideline thinking, should I kick the field goal or go for it? We were right on the edge and I didn't think we were protecting very well, so I chose to go for it. He made a great play getting us the first down and gave us an opportunity to go score.
One right here, back here.
Eric Crawford, WDRB. Bobby, your defense several times had to come back after turnovers and make big plays. Can you talk about just they kept giving you a chance and getting the ball back for you, it seemed like, in key spots?
Yeah, they did, and we had opportunities to win the game, and I was proud of how they hung together, adjustments they made on the sideline, the understanding of what they were trying to do and what we had to do to stop it. The running back game by the quarterback was something that, he does really well, and they did a good job of blocking it. They're a good football team. There's no question about that.
Bobby, does Lamar have anything left to prove in college football and anything to gain by coming back?
Yeah, I don't. I'd love to see him come back. There's no question about that. I think what Lamar needs to do is sit down with his parents and really try to understand what would better develop me. There's been guys that come back for another year playing the same system and do great. I think of guys like Carson Palmer who came back and because he's in the same system he really separates and excels and does that. But he really needs to understand where his draft status is and what the finances are that go with that, and him and his mom, and we'll get people around him to help him make the decision, but they just need to make an educated business decision. And he's an unbelievable player and a great person.
Last question, back here.
Natalie Bryce, WLKY. This question's for Lamar. You earlier at the press conference, you said that you decided to play in this game because you felt you owed it to your teammates. For you, what has it meant to be a part of this team this year?
It meant a lot to me. We faced a lot of adversity in the beginning of the season. The way my team bounced back. I had Jalen, Jair busting their behinds, trying to come back quick as they could with injuries. I just owed it to them. Ain't nobody special. We the same. It's a team game, not no single player.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.